Hey everyone, welcome back. Oh my gosh, I am seriously so excited about life right now. Are you excited about your life? If not, keep coming back because I plan on helping you see that right now is a very exciting time to be alive on planet Earth. And I know a lot of people are not feeling that right now. A lot of people are feeling like things are so weird in the world, and we are going through this just twilight zone area or time, right? And if you feel like that, I get it. I understand that. There have been moments for me where I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is trippy," right? And maybe you don't know what I'm talking about at all, and if not, that's okay too. But I know a lot of people are just feeling like even just the last 3 years have been such a hard time on planet Earth, and they keep thinking, maybe it's gonna change, and the drama keeps going, and lots of stuff happening in the world. But here's the thing: there's always been drama in the world. There's always going to be drama in the world. We live on the planet of duality, of contrast. That is the beauty of planet Earth. I want you to think of yourself before you ever came here, when you were on the other side, whether you want to call that the afterlife, the before life, the heaven, bliss, right? You couldn't wait to come and incarnate into a body and be here at this time. And you might go, why? Why would I want to do that? Well, think of it's symbolic. I love the analogy of thinking of like a roller coaster when you go to an amusement park and you're like, whoa, that looks amazing. You see these huge loops and drops, and you get, twisted and turned and all of these things. And you're like, I want to do that. Even if you maybe need to go and have a chiropractic appointment afterwards, you're like, I want to go. And so you get in line and you wait your turn to get on that roller coaster, and you don't know what to expect. And maybe you're scared, maybe you're excited, and there's lots of different emotions, but you want to do it. Why do you want to do that? Why the heck would you want to do that? For the experience, for the thrill of not knowing what to expect, not knowing what's around the corner. And so that's life for you. That's the life journey. And when you're on that roller coaster, think about it. Like, we're going back to the amusement park, right? While you're on the roller coaster, are you crying while you're on the roller coaster because you don't know what's around the corner? Or are you miserable? Are you mad? Are you sad? Are you depressed that you chose to get on the roller coaster? No. You're like, whoa, this is a thrill. This is cool. I chose to get on it. I might as well enjoy it. And you might scream and you might, have some moments, but because you chose to get on it, you enjoy it. Like, or maybe you don't always enjoy it, but you at least are not, because it's going to come to an end and it's going to be quick, right? So you chose to get on it and you enjoy that ride. Well, the thing is about life is we chose to get on that roller coaster of life, and we forget. We forget that. We forget that we had any say in coming here. We forget that we were excited, and we were. And you might go, well, that's very different, because a roller coaster ride is like 2 minutes or 60 seconds or however long it is. It's super fast. But here's the thing: from an eternal perspective, even if you live to be 100 years old, it is like that. It's like a blink of an eye. It's very, very fast. So, baby, enjoy the ride. If you're not enjoying it, then plug into people, places, and things that help you enjoy it. Because you're here. You are here. You got on the roller coaster. You signed up. And so enjoy it. Enjoy the journey. There have been times in my life when I was not enjoying the journey, but I didn't know a lot of things that now I'm aware of. I've woken up to, and that is that we are divine spirit. that had a plan before we came here. We signed up to come here. And what's happening right now on planet Earth is we are going through an evolutionary shift. We are going through an up-leveling of humanity. And so that is why, going back to 2020, the blinders were blown off. We were looking, we were on that treadmill of numb, zoned out zombie land, and we were just going through the motions. And so we can look back and go, oh, 2019, before 2020, we were happy and we were living our life. No, we weren't. We weren't happy as a humanity as a whole. We were numbed out. We were stressed out. We were in zombie land. And that is no way to live. And what happened was 2020 was the year of perfect vision, and the blinders were blown off, and it was a rude awakening for a lot of us to see the world, see the things happening in the world, look at the different systems that we had taken, we had plugged into and taken as we had accepted. We had accepted our current healthcare system. Okay, I'm doing the quotation marks. I can't say healthcare without doing those quotation marks because it's sick care. And it truly is a business model designed to keep you sick. And so the school system, you know, like looking at the school system and looking at the lack of creativity in the school system, and that it really is just a militant system where you're taught to go in like a factory and face the front and sit down and be quiet and memorize things and be in a militant way. There's not a lot of creativity in the traditional school system. I never looked at that, which it blows my mind that I never looked at that. It never bothered me. I wasn't even aware of it. I was on the treadmill and I dropped my kids off and get on that treadmill of life and not even think about who was teaching them, what were they learning, are they really being nourished and supported with their creativity. And now I see it, and it was hard. It's hard to see because sometimes, you know, you hear that saying, ignorance is bliss, and boy, is that true, right? But would you rather, it's that red pill, blue pill. Would you rather wake up and see things and then do the work and move through them and get out on the other side, go through the storm and get out on the other side, which is where the true bliss is, the true rainbows and magnificence. And that is the beauty of life. I look back on, you know, where I was at when I was 20 years old, and I thought I was happy at 20 years old. I had gone through a lot in my life, but I was about to go through the hardest decade of my life. And I look back at that 20-year-old Jen, and you could not pay me enough to go back to that ignorance that I was sitting in. And I had no idea who I was. I had no idea who God is. I said I did. I thought I did because I was raised in a religion, in a belief system. And so I would pray, I would do these things that I had been taught, and I thought that I had a solid belief system. Now, knowing it's not a belief that I had before, or there's a difference in a belief and knowing. And before, it was like I had that belief that I thought things, I thought a certain way. Now I have a knowing. I know we are divine. I know we have a purpose before we ever come here, and that we go on forever, and we will exist after. I know that we have spirit all around us. I know that we are all God. We are all a part of the divine God, and that we all have equal worth and equal value, no matter what we do on planet Earth, because we are all a part of that divine essence. So I know that we're creators. I know all of these things that, looking at that 20-year-old, and I'm not saying I know it all, because I certainly don't, but I keep unlocking information within me that is helping me come back to that truth of who I truly am. And so when I look at that 20-year-old Jen, she was very dim. Her light was very dim. She hadn't remembered a lot yet about who she really is. And boy, she thought she knew everything. So one thing that recently happened, that I want to share with you. This is a message that we all need so much, but someone that I love so dearly has been really having such a tough time. She went for a surgery a while back, and she ended up getting an infection, and her body ended up getting septic, where that infection goes throughout your body, and it's a very dangerous situation. And she has been in the intensive care unit at the hospital she's going on 2 weeks now, that's a long time. They try to get you out of intensive care as quickly as possible. So I've been very aware of her, and I've been going to visit her and checking in on her and trying to give her lots of love and support during this time. Notice I didn't use the word worried. Okay. There have been times when I've been concerned, definitely, but I am very aware of not holding worry around her or anyone that I love, or anyone. I love everyone on planet Earth. So holding worry around people is not honoring them. But I could see that she was getting discouraged over time as she's having all these surgeries and she's in so much pain. And so I got the download, the divine intelligence, because I listened to my spiritual entourage around me, that it was important for me to go in and speak to her about her own power to heal herself, and to remind her that she is her ultimate healer. Now, this is really important for all of us to understand this, because nobody has the capacity to heal you like you do, because no one can come within you. No one can come inside your body and support your thoughts, your vibration, your flow that you are emanating, except for you. So you can have people outside of you that are trying to do things to your body, that are trying to help you, trying to give you things, but you are inside. You are vibrating throughout every cell of your body. So you have so much power to either sink your ship, sink or sail, baby. You have the power to bring yourself down and to work against your body, or to heal and work in the flow and elevate and ultimately nourish and bring your body back to wholeness. You have that power. And so I went into her and I talked to her about, I was like, honey, I know this is hard. I know you have every right to be discouraged, to be upset, to want to cry right now. But right now, I need you to suck it up, Buttercup, and heal your body. Okay, it's go time. I need you to pull up your bootstraps, put on your big girl pants, and let's do this. And I talked to her about how important it is to not be laying in that hospital bed and being angry and pissed off at, you can have moments like that, because it's okay to feel it, to heal it, to feel it, to let it go, and not just suppress that anger. But after that, like, majority of the time, nourish, even putting your hands on, let's say you have, problems with your lungs, or problems with your appendix or your abdomen or wherever on your body, put your powerful hands of love on your body. And even just saying, I love you, and nourishing and seeing that light coming from your hand or from your heart and emanating out through your body. I also talked to her about the music she's listening to make sure it doesn't create that dissonance, and it creates that connection and that flow and that healing. There's so many beautiful tones on YouTube that you can pull up and even just put healing tones in. There's the crystal bowls. There are, actually, as I'm saying this, I should go and play my crystal bowl for her. I think I'm going to do that. But your body is about 80% water. And so that water, they've done the studies on the water, and the water can either be, if it's got, even like heavy metal music, it creates this disruption in the water. Then on the flip side of that, they would play like this beautiful classical healing music, and it was just these beautiful cells and droplets that it created with the microscope. So just remember, you are your healer. Okay. It doesn't mean that you can't get advice from people and help when you're in an emergency situation. Right now, where it's at, she obviously needs a lot of medication. She needs surgeries. She needs help with the medical care. But in conjunction with that, more than anything, she can be a powerful force to heal herself from the inside out. It's got to be from the inside out. When I went in there and I was talking to her, and this is another thing, going back to this shift we're going through, is, I said, one day, this will be part of the hospital. One day, the hospital will understand this connection with guiding people to true healing, to true healthcare, to true healing. And they will understand that the music that they play for their patients in the room can help support them. They'll understand, they'll have healers in the hospital, which I believe they already have healers, but they will have healers that are more in alignment with that natural healing. And they will understand many, many things that are not in the hospital at this day and age. But very soon, I believe, we are going into an evolved healthcare system that will truly be healing. And they will really pay attention to the nourishment, the food, the sounds, all of the different things that will be able, the thought process, teaching their patients about working with their bodies and saying positive affirmations, and really understanding the power to heal. So hang in there, be excited. Not only just hang in there, but get excited about this roller coaster that we are on, because what a journey it is, what a thrill it is. You are on the roller coaster. You can either be having a miserable time crying about it, or you can be like, woohoo, this is fun, right? And that's what I want you to shift into if you're not there, because our world, man, it's going to be so exciting to see what happens over this next decade. It is, I believe, that we are going towards a level of love and understanding and compassion in humanity like we've never had. And that is a beautiful thing. So have a fabulous week. Thanks for being here with me. If you are not a subscriber, please hit subscribe, hit the like button, share this with your friends, shine the light out there in the world. That's why this is called Love Lighthouse. It is a lighthouse to shine out into the world. So be a reminder to others. Maybe you know someone who is having a go with their health right now. Send this podcast to them. Maybe you have someone who is feeling like the world is ending and they need a little positivity in their life, or they're watching the news and things going on in the world and they need a little reminder. Or maybe you just have friends and family that are like-minded and they're doing great and they need to stay in, and you just want to share some sparkle with them. Please share this with them, and I will be back next week for another good convo. So much love. Have a fabulous week.